Oh, look at this. The old windmill has come into view. There it is. And it's attached to an old pump barn, which has fallen in. Oh. All right, folks, we found ourselves a little mushroom. Here it is. Let's see if I can get, there it is. I don't know if I can get it to focus quite right, but our first little mushroom found. Look, it's an interesting mushroom. The root came up with it. Got kind of a purple look to the underneath. See that? I don't know. We're going to put them in my bag and take them home and inspect them for later. That's what I do when I find mushrooms out here in the field. No matter what kind of mushroom they are, I'll put them in my bag and research them, see what they are. All right. Now, we're going to continue on. As soon as I get a bag out here to put my mushroom in. We're going to continue on our little view here. Let's see here. And of course, just as a FYI for you mushroom hunter, newbie mushroom hunters, where you find a mushroom, normally you'll find more. Mushrooms usually don't grow all by themselves anywhere. Alright. So, I don't know what kind of mushroom that was, but we're going to go ahead and continue our walk and continue looking around this little area for signs of more mushrooms. Just in case. And of course, the chicken of the woods grow on down trees. So you're going to be seeing me kind of looking at trees and around trees. Oh yeah. All right. There is the windmill still standing on this property. And of course, as you can see, ooh, a nice down tree. Let's look. Let's look around this tree, see if we can see some mushrooms. All right. As you can see, mushrooms are just a hobby of mine, but I get kind of excited to see if I can find new mushrooms I've never seen before and Try to figure out what they are. Of course, the edible ones I know pretty good. Like the chicken of the woods. If we find one of those, that'd be nice. Ooh. Careful in the woods. You can fall over. Luckily, there was a nice log there to catch my fall. See? Nice. Oh, here's a patch of mushrooms. Let's see what we got. It's a nice little patch. Oh, look at these guys. There they are. A little patch of mushrooms. Aren't they cute? Kind of growing up around here. Oh. All right. Yes, interesting mushroom. I don't know what this is either. It's a very small mushroom. Kind of a white look to it. Very interesting. We're going to put one of these as a specimen in my bag too, just to check them out. Because I'm curious to see what they are. Let's see if I can grab a nice specimen here. Something that might give me a better look at it. Here's a group of them. We'll take this whole group with the root and all. Alright, take a look at what that mushroom is. We'll just take a specimen. We don't need them all. Alright. Oh. Signs of humanity. I see some steel over here. There we go. Little chunks of steel. Now, of course, I never eat my mushroom specimens. I'm only taking the specimens to see if I can figure out what kind of mushroom it is. Now, I cannot always find out what kind of mushroom it is just by looking at the spore patterns and colors and all of that. And this is a foundation of the house right here. As you can see, it's made out of stone. This one was absolutely built in the 1800s. I would say mid-1800s. Look at this old foundation here. Look how thick it is. That must be 2.5, 3 feet thick. Let's see if I can get my camera high enough. There we go, to see the whole thing. But yeah, that's how thick that, just this outside wall was. And this other wall is the same thickness over here. This is cool, folks. And I do believe deer hunters hunt up here, although I've never seen a tree stand. And this would be the time of year to put it up. Unless maybe they just use that, the old windmill here as the tree stand. They just set up in there when they're deer hunting. Could be. I think I'm a little early for shotgun season yet, so we should be good yet here. I don't believe we should be disturbing anyone. Yeah, we're starting to lose the night, young people. I'm going to have to do this on my day off tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some more of this kind of thing, out kind of exploring and mushroom hunting and looking at old buildings and sights and views. Just having a good old time. This here, of course, as you can see, was their backyard. Kind of cool, huh? Kind of goes up in here. Over here is another building. They had another outbuilding right over here. Let's see if I can get up on that bad boy a little bit and see it well. There it is. So here it is. Another old building. As you can see, even way back in the early 1800s, they still had a form of concrete, because that's what this is. That's a concrete wall. At least that's what it looks like from this point of view. Not made out of rock like that other wall was. It looks like we're coming to a little spot where there's light. And here's another down tree. I don't see any mushrooms on it though. Wouldn't that be sweet to find one right in here? A little chicken of the woods. Would be sweet to find. Well, we got two interesting specimens. They're small mushroom specimens today, but they'll be fun to try to figure out what they are later. Oh yeah. Oh, what do we got over here? Look at this interesting plant. Is that not cool? Look how red that is. Oh yeah. That is neat. That sure is bright red stuff. Not sure what that is. Tell you the truth, some really bright red plant though. I'd probably not recommend eating that. Usually when they get that bright of a color, that's not usually a good sign. That plant wants to be seen and eaten too badly. Let's get down here to this trail. There we go. Now we found ourselves another little deer trail.